Well, excuse me. Yeah, Forza is having a bit of a moment, it seems. There we go, he's out of there now. Good old Forza. But yeah, as I was saying, my previous lobby analysis video, that's what I decided to go with. My previous lobby analysis video on A-Class turned out to do pretty well. So without further ado, we're going to be starting our analysis of the S1 class lobby, as I promised. Do I have any expectations for this lobby? No. And we found an S1 lobby. Now there is a car in mind that I really want to use, now I just need to actually find it. I consider it to be one of the most beautiful cars in the game actually, I really love driving this thing. There it is. The Lola, 1969 Lola. I just have this like soft spot for these older cars, these prototype cars. It has a pretty good top speed and acceleration and it drives pretty well, but it can be a bit unstable. Also there's someone with a mic, so let's just mute them all. It's a shame there isn't a mute all option, you just have to manually mute everyone in the lobby. Okay, they're finally done with the race so we can actually go... Jesus. Does every time I load in something have to happen? Like last time when I loaded in I got rammed immediately by that V12 Jag. Yes, I realize it's a Jag, not an Aston Martin. I was dumb and sleepy at the time, so please excuse me. Now, there is one thing I forgot to say about this car, which is it has a lot of downforce, but sometimes it feels like that downforce just... Oh, thanks for ramming me. Goes off. Speaking of V12s, that's disgusting. Oh, retard fight! Retard fight! Yeah, that's disgusting. Look at those tires spin, boy, oh my god. Yeah, that's pretty much the S1 version of the V8 Apocalypse that we have down in A-Class. Just everyone all-wheel drive swaps and V12 swaps this time around. Because when 8 cylinders aren't enough, just add 4 more on top of it. I mean, I'm fine with 8. This car has 8 cylinders, I'm happy with that. And here we are, loaded into our first race. Oh my... that hoonigan forward was always disgusting to look at. Here we are in our first race, and it's a sprint race. Now, normally I wouldn't be very happy with sprint races and online adventures, but this car does have a very good top speed, so I'm happy with it. Here we go. Count the all-wheel drive launches, this Shelby in particular. Yeah. I mean, I would feel sorry... Oh my god, Jesus. Well, yeah. So not only is he V12 all-wheel drive swapped with Forza Aero on top of it, can't forget that, but he also feels the need to ram me for some reason, I guess. Now, yeah, there's already people dying in the first corner, that's usual, you know. I expect a lot of people to die on this one in particular. Not many actually, but we are gaining on them, which is always nice in an online lobby. Surfers' Paradise races tend to be very chaotic, even more so than any other race in here. Jesus, what are you doing? Stop drifting. But yeah, as I was saying, the sheer amount of square corners and all the debris getting thrown around, as you can see, tends to make things extremely chaotic in Surfers' Paradise. And the amount of straights in here doesn't really help either. Yeah, they're all going wide in such an easy corner. I don't get it. I mean, I do get it. They don't break. Like... Yeah, speaking of not breaking, I mean, they do break. Just not with their cars, you can see by this hairpin. I want to have a little bit of revenge on this GTR, but nah. Yeah, and then there's the drifting retards who get in front of you just to show off their drifting skills, even though all they're doing is being slow and blocking you. I'm looking at you initially, fans. Let's try to overtake him in this corner. If he would get out of the way. Please don't ram me. Yeah, go wide, please. Thank you for being a retard. Now, if you look very closely ahead of me, you can see a lot of tire smoke, which only means that these guys have way more power in their cars than they should have. And that's saying a lot because I'm using a rear-wheel drive car in S1 and I doubt I'm having as many issues controlling it as they are. But you know, Forza players never fail to surprise. And the biggest surprise here is that I just overtook that V12 Shelby on the straight. And this guy as well, just no big deal, you know. It's not like I just went from second to last to fourth place and could have totally won that race if I didn't get round in the beginning. I'm not mad at all. Now I know I recorded 2 races in my previous video, but if you remember it, or if you actually watched the video to begin with, if you watched the video, you might know that I only did 2 races because that first race was very unusual. Nani? Nani? This race, I would consider it to be the textbook example of what your average S1 lobby looks like. All-wheel drive, V12s, Forza Aero, and very, and I mean very dirty driving. Overall, I give it a 2 out of 10. Needs more rallying, to be honest. Ooh, we're rooting for a track. Right, let's see what everyone picks. It was asphalt only. If you expected anything else, you have way too many expectations for this world. Well, I guess that's it for the S1 lobby review then. That was way shorter than my other video. Although, that means it's S2 next. Oh god.